Sitaram Yechury മാധ്യമങ്ങളെ കാണുന്നു.
Why were planes not provided to them when the CRPF had requested for planes for the transportation? If the planes were provided, this terrorist attack would not have been possible. Number two, for many days, this car laden with the RDX was roaming around in that area, but the intelligence failed to actually locate and inform. Number three, the highway on which the convoy was moving was not sanitized. There are at least 9 crossroads points which were not manned or not blocked. Now, these are all very, very serious security matters which concern our national security. And on national security, there can be no compromise. I mean, on that, we have to be very clear that accountability has to be established. And whoever is responsible for such lapses to occur will have to be pinpointed and necessary action should be taken so that it can work as a corrective mechanism for the future.
In the national security issue, the BJP and the Prime Minister still silent. So how the opposition parties still...
That's what the Prime Minister has chosen to be silent. He is silent on many things. I mean, he never answers any questions. I mean, he is the last one to be accountable in our country, which is most unfortunate. The Prime Minister has the chief of the government who has to be the most accountable. But he doesn't even answer the questions posed to him in the Parliament. And now even that tradition in Parliament is not existing anymore.
Opposition raised these issues many times before, but till now there's no action. Opposition raised these issues many times before, but till now there is no response from the government.
The government is refusing to respond. If the government is refusing to respond, the people will have to take their decisions. The government has refused to respond even on the Pegasus issue. The Supreme Court is on record saying the government refused to cooperate with that committee that was investigating on it. So this government is brazenly refusing to be non-accountable. And accountability is the basic yardstick of any modern democracy. This government is brazenly, and Prime Minister is brazenly violating this. This is not acceptable. So this has to be concerned, because the other issue the former governor raised was also on the question of the manner in which Article 370 was abrogated. He said a letter was delivered to him. This is most strange. And he was ordered to say that this letter should be read only in the morning. And that day, immediately send your approval. And using the approval of the governor as a substitute for the approval of an elected assembly, in the Parliament, they bulldozed the abrogation of Article 370. Now this, we have, my petition is there in the Supreme Court. All the petitions are lying here, nearly 4 years now. This is a brazen violation of Article 3 of our Constitution. Now, what all these things, there's no answerability. And what is worse is that the former governor says, when he raised these issues to the Prime Minister regarding Pulwama, to the Prime Minister after his shoot at the Corbett Park, where the Prime Minister was doing a shoot for the Discovery Channel, whatever that may be. But he was told by the Prime Minister saying that you keep quiet. Aap chup rahiye. Now this is something which is absolutely revealing. That is, they did not want the truth to be known to the people and the country and to the world.
Sir, how you
demanding
see
any inquiry? Any inquiry?
We had demanded right then, but the government has refused, saying that we have answered. Balakot is the answer. So that is the way. We have said that these security lapses are very, very serious. In fact, I remember raising it there at that point of time, saying that even after Kargil, we had an inquiry committee which gave recommendations of how the future our security can be better defended. These sort of inquiries will only help the issue of our national security. And this is playing with our national security and the lives of our armed forces. This is completely unacceptable. And that is what this government is doing.
how do you see the demand for caste censorship?
We have supported it in our caste census. We have asked for, independently, we have asked for a separate caste census to be conducted along with the general census. And the reason why Modi government, I think, is now not conducting the 2021 census is because it wants to avoid a caste census.
दादा, बिहार में चूंकि शुरू हो चुका है, राहुल गांधी ने कर्नाटक में छेड़ा हुआ, आप कह रहे हैं कि हम भी समर्थन करते हैं, तो केरल में जहां आपकी सरकार है, राज्यों की तर्ज पर क्या आपकी सरकार भी सोच रही है कि जातिगत जनगणना हम कराएं और 24 के इलेक्शन में जातिगत जनगणना एक बड़ा मुद्दा हो?
जातिगत जनगणना जो है, जनगणना कराने का अधिकार सिर्फ केंद्र सरकार को है हमारे संविधान के अंदर। सेंसस जो है वो यूनियन सब्जेक्ट्स में आता है, कोई स्टेट नहीं करा सकती, पहली बात। दूसरी बात, स्टेट्स के अंदर सर्वेस होते हैं जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स करवाते हैं, और वो सर्वे ऑलरेडी हो चुकी है केरल में, आज नहीं कई साल पहले, और वो चल रही है, वो लगातार कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस है। You see, census is in the union list. So no state can conduct a census. Census can be conducted only by the central government, but the states can conduct surveys. In the Bihar now, such a survey is is being done. Similarly, other states should also do such surveys if the center is refusing to do a census. But we want the census to be done immediately, a general census. 2021, it's already 3 years, it's getting to be nearly 3 years. And along with that, the caste census.
So is it going to take, say, a center stage in the upcoming elections? We are seeing already taking this process on in Bihar, Rahul Gandhi raising this issue in Pulwama, Karnataka.
Yes, it is. It will be an issue. It will be an issue because all these people who talk in terms of trying to do their social engineering, by getting various caste groups on their side, what is the reality on the ground? What is the actual numbers of people belonging to various castes? That has to be ascertained.
एक सवाल, उत्तर प्रदेश में दादा अतीक अहमद शूट आउट जो हुआ है उसको लेके अलग अलग रिएक्शंस आ रहे हैं, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे इसका?
हमने तो उसकी खंडन की भाई, हमने तो सीधा खंडन किया। पुलिस के प्रोटेक्शन में